Here we have the current stock market update for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find this educational material to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we can see that the share price itself has managed to post some new highs recently during recent trading periods here. What we have here is the 45-minute price chart. So each time frame, each candlestick on this price chart will represent a 45-minute trading period. And as we can see here, we have now broken above the prior highs that were posted during the previous video, which came in at 121.61. So currently what we're looking at here is a new price high that comes in just below the 125 mark. So clearly what that means is that we're having a bit of trouble. If we sort of zoom in here a bit, clearly what this means here is that we're having a bit of trouble overcoming that psychological resistance zone, which currently comes in right around 125. We are seeing some selling pressure there. It's possibly some profit taking. We could even be seeing the development of short-term short positions, short-term bearish positions, because we are starting to see some selling pressure into that 125 level, and we will need to see sort of a new wave of buying activity, most likely, in order to send share prices above this region. One positive aspect that we can point to here is the trading volume reading here, which does show that we have seen spikes in positive bullish buying trading volume. And this does support the outlook here for this latest run higher. So essentially what this tells us is that what we're seeing here, it's less likely that what we're seeing is actually a false breakout to the top side. And we do sort of need to see this because, as I pointed out in prior videos, what we could be looking at here, or at least could have been looking at here, was the development of a large head and shoulders pattern that would have suggested much lower share prices for this stock here near term. So just to quickly summarize here, the left shoulder 120.16, head of the pattern 131.26, and then right shoulder of the pattern would have come in just below the 120.80 mark. And as we can see here, this latest run higher has now invalidated that pattern because this 124.94 area does now break above that right shoulder. So we're no longer looking at head and shoulders pattern at the moment, which is a sort of a satisfying conclusion here, because really what we would have to do at that point, if we were to see share prices break below $100.95, the next level to the downside, the projection for this pattern would have been much lower, coming in at roughly just above $70 per share. So that would have been a massive downside price movement, and that does seem a bit unlikely at the moment. So the resolution of this price pattern in the positive direction was the more favorable scenario, because it really doesn't look like that that $70 mark could have really traded in here anytime soon. So what we're looking at the moment here is the development of a new uptrend here. So as you can see, there is a series of higher lows and higher highs. So here we've got the first low coming in at $100.95. Then we can really point to this 113.24 level as being the succeeding price low. And now finally, we're looking at new support zones at 115.40, which have now managed to support share prices and keep this trend moving in the upward direction. In addition to that, we can also point to this 120.79 area as an important price high. And now this movement into just below the 125 mark as a successive high, which is encouraging because this allows us to sort of operate on the assumption that what we're dealing with now is a new uptrend that is focused in the positive direction. So if we look at the indicator reading here, we do have a couple of conflicting signals at the moment. So first, what we're looking at here is a near-term trend in momentum on the relative strength index, which is pointed in the upward direction. However, we do still have to contend with the fact that there is a bit of negative momentum that's also showing in this indicator reading. And this does stretch back to roughly the prior highs, which came in during the August 20 trading session. So, there is a bit of a conflicting signal here with the indicator reading itself. The shorter term reading is bullish, but the longer term reading does still remain moderately bearish. Not significantly so, but we are seeing a slight decline in the highs that have been posted in the RSI. And since this is a longer term reading, we do have to give a little bit more weight to that side of the indicator reading. So there is a bit of a balance here in terms of the relative strength index. But if we do start to see share prices possibly break above that 125 level, this downtrend line will continue to move lower. And then as long as share prices are able to sustain themselves in overbought territory for a bit of, for a length of time, we could easily see this downtrend break. And then that would refocus our attention back on this shorter term bullish trend that signifies positive momentum. So looking forward here, what we would really need at this point in order to sort of invalidate this bullish argument would be to see a break below this roughly 115.40 mark. If we were to break below here, we would also be trading below the entire exponential moving average cluster. And then that would create a situation where we're no longer seeing a series of higher lows. So that would sort of damage this new uptrend that is starting to develop here. So roughly this area here. What we're dealing with at the moment is the emergence of a new uptrend, and overall, this positive outlook would be invalidated with a break below 115.40. To the top side, what we're currently looking at here, is a retest of this 125 area. The real question is how much of a factor is this psychological level going to be playing in the market? Will we see another failure there? It's possible because we have already seen failures at 124.94. But we're also coming into contact here with a longer term downtrend line as well. So if we are able to break above here, there would be a fairly significant price movement here to the top side. Definitely some potential for sustained follow through because, this emerging uptrend would be able to continue to establish itself. And we would also be losing this longer term downtrend, which has been in place ever since this stock posted its all time highs at 140.76. So we really are here trading within a very important very important price territory at the moment. If we are able to see a clear break above, this would really be roughly 125.80. If we see a break above 125.80, then we will see also a break of this downtrend line, and that will set the stock on a very strong footing to continue moving higher. So here's the current stock market update for NVIDIA Corporation, stock ticker NVDA. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.